The relationship between Dilraba Dilmurat and Chen Xingxu has been in the public spotlight since the two first met on an emotionally stirring drama project. However, what was initially considered merely a professional interaction slowly turned into something much warmer and deeper. Many thought their chemistry was merely the result of the director's direction and the script, but as time went on, it became increasingly difficult to dismiss the fact that the two showed a closeness that could not be explained by work demands alone. In every glance, in every subtle smile, and in every small touch captured by the camera, there is something that feels so real, something that has rarely been seen from Dilraba, who is so protective of her privacy. Dilraba is known as someone who is careful in expressing her feelings. She always keeps her personal life private. As if the outside world is not allowed to get too close. However, all that began to change with the presence of Chen Xingxu in her daily life. Chen's calm, mature, and warm personality slowly broke through the walls that Dilraba had built to protect herself. Fans who follow their progress have noticed that Dilraba seems to smile more often, a genuine smile, unlike the professional smile she has mastered over the years in the entertainment world. Behind the scenes of their drama production, there are many small moments that prove that comfort is truly present. In several video clips circulating on the internet, it can be seen how Chen Xingxu always pays attention to small things that others might overlook. When the wind blows strongly, he helps tidy Dilraba's hair without being asked so that it doesn't obstruct her view. When it suddenly rains, Chen shields her with an umbrella without thinking about getting himself wet. He was even seen removing cables and filming equipment that could cause Dilraba to trip. It was these small gestures that slowly melted the heart of the great actress. Not because of heroic actions or poetic words, but because of the sincerity felt in Chen Xingxu's simple attentiveness. Their days on set were filled with light laughter and jokes that flowed so naturally. Dilraba, who usually looked cool and maintained her image, showed her playful side more often when she was around Chen. She looked down shyly when Chen complimented her, patted his shoulder when joking, and unconsciously looked at him longer than she should have. Their body language spoke volumes. There was comfort, there was attraction, there was trust that grew without being forced. When promotional interviews for the drama were conducted, the public began to notice Dilraba's increasingly open attitude, at least more open than usual. In one interview, a reporter asked her what made her feel valued as a woman. Dilraba smiled softly, a smile that made many people pause for a moment, then answered with a sentence that was considered a subtle acknowledgement of someone's presence in her life. She said that there was one person who made her feel safe without having to try to be someone else, someone with a warm heart. When those words were spoken, the camera capturing Chen Xingxu's expression showed a small smile that was difficult to hide. The smile of a man who knew that those words might be directed at him. The fans' reaction was, of course, unstoppable. Social media was flooded with video clips showing small moments between the two. Many responded enthusiastically, sending prayers and hopes that their relationship would develop into something more serious. The international fanbase also spread analysis of their body language, facial expressions, and changes in their behavior. Every long gaze, every little whisper caught on camera, even the way Chen looks at Dilraba when she speaks. Everything is dissected by fans who believe that the two are walking the first steps of a love story. Sources from the production team mentioned that Dilraba seems happier since she has been close to Chen. She shares stories more often, is more relaxed during breaks, and is much more expressive. Staff who have worked with her for a long time say that Dilraba's aura now feels warmer, as if she has a new happiness in her heart. On the other hand, Chen Xingxu seems to be increasingly protective of the actress, always making sure that she is comfortable, both mentally and physically. It's as if the two complement each other, becoming the place of rest that they didn't realize they had been looking for all this time. Although neither of them has directly announced any relationship, the signs are too difficult to ignore. When they walk side by side, the distance between their bodies grows closer. When they laugh together, the world seems to shrink to just the two of them. When their eyes meet, there is a soft spark that cannot be faked. Every moment feels like a piece of a love story that is slowly but surely growing. Fans are increasingly convinced that Dilraba has opened a small door to her heart. A door that she has always kept tightly closed to the outside world. Not many people can make her appear so gentle and sincere. However, Chen Xingxu, with all his calmness and warmth, seems to have managed to break through that wall. Not by force, not by dramatization, but with simple sincerity, which is actually the greatest strength. Now, the public is waiting to see what the next step in their relationship will be. Will they appear together in another project? Will they become more open about their closeness? Or will they choose to keep their relationship quiet, like a seed of love that grows silently but strongly? Whatever happens, one thing is certain. The change in Dilraba is very real. She looks happier, lighter, more in love. And behind all these changes, there is only one name that always comes to mind for fans: Chen Xingxu. This quiet man, without saying much, may have become the person who was able to open Dilraba's heart after she had kept it closed for so long. Their story is not over yet. Perhaps it has only just begun, and the world is witnessing the first chapter of a romance that feels so sincere, so warm, and so beautiful. After seeing all the signs, the small smiles, and the body language that cannot lie, do you also feel that there is something special between Dilraba and Chen Xingxu? Is this story just a coincidence? Or is it the beginning of a romance that has been hidden all this time? Write your opinions in the comments section. I really want to know how you see their relationship. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates about your favorite couple. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.